Waza, 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 PC Monk. You guys remember that BitConnect? Yeah, the guy was yelling. Anyway, what's up, guys? PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. Well, this looks like Aster. Let's talk about BTC. All right. So, I mean, we talked about it yesterday, right? We said, well, not yesterday, I think 2 days ago. Well, anyway, I remember it clearly that I discussed about the 105, that I said if we hold the 105, we could continue to go higher. I was talking about this parallel channel. Now, guess what? We not only held this parallel channel, we held an important 4-hour line. Now we're going above it. We deviated above it, however, we made a new high, and then right now, oh my lord, that was a huge sneeze. I had to pause the video. The whole computer shook. Anyway, so now that we made that high, we could continue to go up. However, we could now continue to come back down as well. So under 1 hour, you're basically holding the high after performing a short squeeze, right? I mean, this whole thing is a short squeeze, let's be honest. But we knew that yesterday there were like these talking about the government shutdown will be the government shutdown will not continue, the government will reopen, stuff like that. Obviously, if the government win, it's not if, it's when. And now keep in mind this, in my opinion, this rally for yesterday was on the fact that there might be a uh, the shutdown, the U.S. shutdown might be done, and then the U.S. government will reopen, but that didn't happen. So what's going to happen now is basically we're waiting for that to happen. When that happens, obviously the market going to explode, right? But as of now, for now, we're holding the daily. We are looking good. So the move towards downside, if I want to redo it, all right, the move towards downside is when we come back to 104, 554, and guess what? You either go below it, you make a lower high, okay, or you stay above it, but then you make a lower high again. So in both case, all right, doesn't matter if you hold here or you hold here, all right? When you make that lower high, and that is your sign, that sayonara, we're gonna go back down. Probably this is gonna be the first. I mean, this is gonna be the first place to go down. But then for a main move, I think we're talking about 102. Once you lose this 102, because this was the origin of the W pattern, once you lose that 102, then you'll be coming down to basically the 99, 97,000 area, which I've been waiting for it for a long time. If I remove this, okay, and talk about what happened here, we could see the W pattern, then we slowly picked it up. Then we came back down, we retested this level, we retested the swing, where we had a swing even before that, where we got rejected. We held it here, right, and then we pushed it above. Now I'm going to remove this parallel channel because this was a volume imbalance, which is filled right now, right? So, but what we need to do, okay, we need to hold this parallel channel. All right, now I'm going to remove it and I'm going to tell you guys this. This is now a level, a 1 hour level that we need to hold right here from right there. All right, if you hold this level, then you're going to continue up. But if you don't hold this level, then you're going to come back down. Now, this level is a 1 hour level. There you go. All right. Now, where are the next stop, you might want to say? So, if you want to go above here, you're basically aiming this area, right? And we know there's a big sell side liquidity at the top. Okay, well, that's a good sign. But first, you have to grab this volume imbalance. And basically, this is a sell side liquidity as well, but it's a volume imbalance as well. Okay, that's why we say a 1 hour SSLVI, sell side liquidity, volume imbalance. That's what it stands for. So this is basically it right there. Let me just make sure that I have it. Yep, this is a correct version. So yeah, it either could come all the way to $112,000 today, which I don't think so, by the way. But if it does, hey, I don't have any bias. We could basically slowly move up. Once you go above this area, you attack this, there's a bigger chance for you to just grab every liquidation towards upside, right? So we could say something like this, maybe if there's a tattoo pattern in the middle. If not, it's just good. It could just explode towards upside. Once you clear this, and then there's gonna be a little bit of talking because you might want to come back down and find the support around here, or you want to hold this. All right, because this is a volume imbalance, right? This is where there were not much trades, right? But right here, there were a lot of trades. So you might want to say, okay, so if I want to find a support, I want to find it where there were trades. So if you take a look at it on a 4 hour, for example, okay, where we are, and this is your 4 hour, right? So you dumped it, you picked it back up, and you were consolidating here. So this is where you want to find a support, right? For example, from there, if I take the 4 hour, so that's a 4 hour support you're looking for, right? So maybe hit that 112 and then come back and find your support at 109,862. That is important for us. Now, with that being said, towards the downside, we've talked about it. Towards upside, we talked about it. So now we want to take a look at USDT dominance. How is USDT dominancy doing? Now, the last time we've discussed it that it could come back right around here where there is a volume imbalance, and I think this was, yeah, this was a green vector as well. Now, we do have more green vectors all the way towards downside. Obviously, you could see the pattern starts from here. This is another W pattern. I'll take it from here, right? So you went down, you came back up. Again, you went down, and then you pushed it. So that's your W pattern right there. This will basically be the origin of this move towards upside where we do have the M pattern and everything. So this is the buy side liquidity. This is where the price started to push, right? Now you're either going to come back and retest it and you're going to hold it, or you're going to lose it. All right. Now, I want to talk about this one more time. First of all, for now we're holding. Okay. For now we're holding, meaning this, meaning USDT, yes, it is below the daily, but it's holding this 4 hour line. So as long as you're above this 4 hour line, you're fine. Okay, so for now, we don't know what's going to happen. We're in the middle. It's either going to break this 4 hour line, come around here, okay, or it's going to do something like this, right? Less likely towards upside in my opinion. So even if there is an upside, it could be short-lived and then it continues to come down because we do have a lot more to go. This could obviously ignore a couple of levels. Okay, let me just put this 4 hour level at a proper position. All right, it could ignore all of these couple of levels and then dump it all the way back down to this daily level, right? Which you could see there's another W pattern, and this is the origin of this whole move, right? So keep that in mind on the USDT dominancy. If we come above the daily, yeah, longers should be a little bit in alert situation. All right, so we've talked about that. Just a quick look on gold here. We held this 4066, and then we pushed it up. I think I talked about gold for like one second. I said it's gonna go up, and it did. I mean, it was obvious. With this uncertainty and everything that's happening in the market, even when the U.S. government opens, there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen. So the best place to go is the safe haven. And where's the safe haven? It's going to be gold, right? Maybe some of the currencies as well. But for now, we talk about gold. All right, let's talk about some liquidation stuff like that. Hopefully, I'm not going to share you guys the wrong charts. All right, so. I'm going to talk about the coin glass, then I'm going to talk about the coin end, okay? So first of all, on CoinGlass, if I want to show you guys the large orders on Bitcoinio, the corn, I mean, we know that towards downside, the orders are dense, okay? The orders are dense towards downside, we know that. But towards upside, however, you could see there are orders around 117. There's a big amount of orders around there, isn't it? So yes, we could come basically all the way to 117. But you could say, again, around 112, there's some big clusters. So they might hold it here. The initial order at 112, by the way, guys, I'm sorry, yeah, on 112, the initial order, okay, is 103 million. One order, one cluster, okay? So $112,000, which we even discussed it on the BTC chart, is where the potential of a rejection could happen if today is a go towards upside. If it's not a go towards upside and it's a go towards downside, we have all the way to 98, 97. If that doesn't hold, go down, go to $88,000. All right, go to $88,000. We know there's a lot of things there, but at this point, keep that in mind that a lot of people think we're gonna go down, so market maker might use that as its own advantage and go up instead. That being said, let's take a look at the liquidations. However, so over the 24 hours, BTC liquidated everybody towards upside. Nothing left really, but towards downside, however, there's more left. There's people building their longs right now, right? So, yep, there's a good amount of juice to be taken around 104 as well. If we want to do a very quick, short, long squeeze or long shakeout, if you want to call it that. Um, however, the 1 week is a little bit different. It's a little bit different. You can see around that 98,000, we have 108 million ready to be grabbed right here. Right here. Obviously, the maximum one is 124. I don't know where that is. It could be around here. I think it could be around. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely this one. It's definitely this one. I don't think it was any of these, right? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We know there's a big one here to be grabbed, and that's the biggest one, and that's towards outside. All right, now are we gonna go there or we're gonna push it up? We will talk about it. Let's talk about the 7 days on Bitcoin exchange liquidation map. This is basically tree liquidation map on Bybit, OKX, and Binance. You can see it here. So towards up, towards downside, if you come around $98,000, we're gonna liquidate 5 billion. Towards upside, if you come around $109,000, or let's say 112, where we are, we're gonna liquidate 2 billion. So a lot more towards downside, right? But then here comes a question: where is the market maker's liquidation? Because they do have liquidations, right? And it's public basically, but you have to know which one is the market maker liquidation. The way you know that is by looking at where the previous large orders happened, right? That's where the market maker was interested. So when we come close to those areas are the ones that the market maker is going to defend. Now let's go to CoinEgg and talk about it. So, for example, large orders around $103,000. Large orders around that 112 that we discussed, right? 112, it's going to be right around here, if I'm right. And this is BTC, 100 and, I said 112, my bad. Okay, right here. So this is 111,799. There's a 35 million here. There's 8 million there. Um, so even on CoinAnkle could see that there are larger orders ready to be triggered, right, as we're going up. So with that being said, guys, we know that there are um, interest towards upside as well as towards downside. We just have to see which way the BTC wants to decide to go. Now, this is basically we're in Hong Kong, new 4 hour, new 1 hour just happened. We just have to give it time to consolidate and see what we could do. And obviously, we did grab a lot of liquidations towards downside as we were building this, right, towards upside. But this could again come back down and grab some more orders before it goes up and liquidate some more early longers or late longers. As you can see right here, there's a big liquidation ready to be grabbed at 106, 162. We'll see if that happens or not. But with that being said, I think I talked about everything. Today, oops, don't look at that. Today, the U.S. is in shutdown mode, meaning USA is closed. Okay, the market is closed. This is Tuesday. You can see USD bank holiday. If you want to know the reason, let's read the reason. We'll be closed in observance of Veterans Day. Thank you for your service, although I don't even live there. But thank you for your service, all the veterans, all the soldiers, and everybody, and the market maker as well. And with that being said, guys, we'll see what happened today on BTC. We do not have New York market. Keep that in mind. With one less liquidity, there could be potential for an upside or downside. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green. Until next time, peace out.